We're live. Okay, let's call a meeting to order. Parks Recreation Leisure Activities, May 2nd, 5 after 12. Declaration of conflict of interest. Anyone?
See none?
Seeing none. Can we have approval of the agenda, although there is one change? B. B should, we're looking to defer. There's some other information that we probably should let the rest of the council know before we go to the public forum.
Not a problem.
Looking to defer that.
Okay.
The agenda?
Approval of the agenda.
Yes.
Moved by Kevin, second by Alana. Adoption of the minutes, April 4th, 2022.
Yes.
Have a mover, seconder? Kevin and Alana. Business arising from the minutes, is there any?
No.
Seeing none, we'll move into reports. A is the resolution to award the 2022 playground equipment RFP. Frank, looks pretty straightforward. Do you have any comment on that, Frank?
I believe you just said it pretty straightforward. We had two bids, two companies, which is about the norm. We did, and there was Play Powers is one of the ones that are the bigger companies that bids. And you'll see they won a number of the structures, and there's one Tessier won one structure. So
Okay, and Frank, is there a timeline of when they may be delivered, or is there still supply chain issues to slow this down?
there is supply chain issues. So your guess is probably as good as mine.
Okay,
They're saying, there's possibility late summer, but they were saying that last year we didn't get it till it was actually the end of December.
okay,
So this year, we got the structure that came in last year. They came in December. They're going to be installing them first thing in the spring, get them installed. So that'll keep the staff busy for probably 2 or 3 months.
okay.
And there could be some of the swing structures might come in earlier. It's the medium-sized structures that are taking a while.
Okay, so the equipment that we ordered from 2021 came in late 2021, early 22. So then what we're starting to put in the ground for 2022 is equipment we ordered in 2021.
Yeah.
It's come in so late. So the equipment orders for 2022, even if it comes in late summer, may not get in anyway because they're still working on the equipment. Okay.
You might get a structure, depends on, but as of right now, like you said, the supply chain and finding out that a lot of steel and metal comes from countries that are
Okay.
a bit of turmoil right now.
Any questions from committee?
I have one. Frank, thank you for this. Did you and I discuss a certain area in Ward 5 for swings? I'm just trying to remember.
Basketball court.
Where was it? Basketball court?
That
Oh,
was
maybe that-
Skyview, wasn't it? You were looking for a
Yes, yes.
basketball
Yeah.
court?
Mary's Field was swing set.
Yeah.
That's what I thought too, Christopher. I thought there was a swing set somewhere else.
Yeah, I'll have to look at that one, but we do have a note that Skyview is going to be on the list to get a basketball
Yeah,
pitch.
because that's what I recall you asked for when you
Yeah.
put it in the budget.
Yeah.
And I thought there was one other thing. Wasn't there, Christopher, the swing set or something? I just couldn't recall. It was a while
Yeah, I'll
ago.
have to look. It could have been the
Yeah,
location.
that's not an
of
issue.
it. The playground, I know in Mary's Field, the playground is extremely spread out because there's multiple access
Right.
points into it. So,
Yep,
I believe there's sufficient equipment there that meets the community needs
Okay.
right now.
excellent.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Elena?
No, I don't have any
Bobby?
questions.
Okay, seeing none. We'll move on to the next thing. C, East Ronny Lagoon Preliminary Park Concept Plan. Looking to book the neighborhood meeting. The concept design, I don't see it in these plans, but I guess I did have a look at it. I'm very impressed with the lady who did the work. Very impressed with our department, I guess, with the guidance, because it's probably a better plan than I had envisioned. I know it's not something that's going to pop up in 1 year. It would be phased in, but the concept design is really good. And Frank, I think you have copies for everybody?
I don't have a copy of it right here now. I meant to get a copy for you, so I
Okay.
apologize. It will be going to the neighborhood meeting on the 20,
After the long weekend, I
yeah,
understand.
24th.
Okay.
24th, so let's just see if you're aware of the neighborhood meeting on Tuesday, May 24th at 6 p.m. at Malcolm Dare Community Center.
And
So-
Chair, what's the difference between a neighborhood meeting and like a public meeting? I mean, is this just an information session, like?
Basically, so this is a neighborhood meeting for that particular neighborhood.
Yes,
And it's the concept drawing, so there were people in the neighborhood were given, that they knew that whole area when it was filled in was going to be used as green space, playground,
That's
and
a
so
land
on.
site.
Pardon me?
Oh, was that the old land site?
Yes,
Yes.
the old lagoon, the old
Right,
lagoon.
okay.
So, now that the department has done a concept design of what that area could look like, now they go to the neighborhood meeting and get their feedback. And from what I see here is basically what the public in that area has been telling me they'd like to see. So I suspect it'd be a good meeting, but this is what we go for, is to get the feedback before we actually start to put money into it.
So do you recommend us committee members attend?
That's really up to you guys.
Okay.
You know, it's a Parks and Recreation Leisure initiative.
Yeah,
It is just to give information to the neighborhood of what the plans are from the department,
okay.
and then to receive feedback.
So 6 PM on the Tuesday after the long weekend.
24th, yeah. So what I'll do is actually, wasn't sure, but I'll send the draft concept plan out so you can see it. It literally just come hot off the press. Councilor Bernard had a look at it. He said he was very impressed with it. So we had I can't think of Tara's last name, but we hired a firm to do it up. And she came up with some really great ideas on just, you know, how you make the whole park more accessible. And it's getting actually input from the neighborhood, but say if somebody from elsewhere in the city wanted to join the meeting, they can join the meeting, but it's more or less to collect input from the neighborhood.
Yeah, just to see if we're on the right track.
And would you send out, when you send that, just a meeting or notification so that I could?
Yeah, put it right
Yeah,
now.
so it's gonna say- Okay, same page.
So I will email this out to you, so, like you said, it just came in, I didn't have a chance to talk to Councilor Bernard.
And I think I will add that the consultant that did it, although she's out of Halifax, grew up in East Raleigh. She knows the area very well. So I think that was probably.
Well, she actually moved back to the island.
Oh, she has moved back,
Yeah,
okay, so
moved
she's
back.
originally
So
from
it was-
East Raleigh. So I think that was probably a big bonus too. She knew the area, she knew, had a lot of history of the area and a lot of good ideas she put together on paper here. So I would be interested in hearing your guys' feedback too.
Yeah,
Want to see a copy of it?
yeah.
So, do you want to pass that out for now or do you want to email it to
I
everybody?
just have one copy, but if you want to have a look at it, you can sort of.
No, just put one in our mailbox or something, Frank.
Okay, I just didn't have a
And,
chance yet. We're in transition, our office is under construction, there's
Yeah.
construction happening all around us today. Connie has just joined as an assistant, so.
Yep.
just send us a notice of the May 24th, so we know.
Yeah,
it's possible.
and I think when you do send that out, it's up in the left-hand corner. It's identified, so in her plan, what goes into the park is all identified in the left-hand corner. It's all numbered, so that it correlates with the numbers on the picture plan of what she plans on doing. So I think it's a really good concept, and I think she really did a really good job, and she did a really good job explaining it. So anyway, be interested to hear your committee's feedback.
Yep.
Okay, resolution to receive the 21-22 Seniors Engagement Consultation Report. So that was mailed out to you. That's what the Seniors Engagement Committee has been working on to make it a seniors active community.
Yeah.
So we'll receive the report, and then we can take a look at that and try and make plans to make improvements for our senior population within the
They
city
did a good
charter.
job, the report.
They did a great job.
I think they did a great
Because I
job.
attended one of the periods at the Jack Blanchard, and, yeah, I thought it was.
Yeah.
really-
No, I think it was well thought out. There's a pretty good committee there. The seniors group's a pretty good group. They reached out to, they went above and beyond, reaching out to as many seniors as they could. And then, to be honest with you, they even went below seniors. They were getting a lot of opinions on a lot of different aspects. And at one time, they were kind of calling it, instead of senior friendly, they were kind of age friendly. My understanding is they're going to went back to seniors friendly, Frank?
They're still referring it to creating an age-friendly city, but they're more or less, they wanted it at the top so that people are still more familiar with seniors engagement. So they wanted that to be on the front, but they're still referring to it inside as age-friendly.
So the-
And- Sorry, and just so, I'm gonna get this on the front, that this was prepared by Volume 18.
Yes.
The organization that did it, and also that the date that's March 2022 is when this was finalized, so that will be put on the front.
So, and Volume 18 did a very, very
Oh,
good
yeah,
job
actually,
too.
they did a really good job.
So I think, my understanding from going to the meetings is the focus is to make it a friendlier, senior-friendlier city. But then some of the feedback they were getting dealt more with just seniors. So that's why there's an age-friendly component to it too. So anyway, so if council wants to receive that,
Yeah, we're going to receive it, correct? Yes,
so
sir.
do somebody want to move a resolution to receive it? Moved by Kevin, second by Alana. All in favor? Okay. Bobby?
Yes, in favor, thank you.
Okay, so that will be received. Any other questions?
No.
That's it for the open session. If we could move into closed sessions per section 119.1, subsection E, and matters still under consideration of the PEI Municipal Government Act.
Sure.
Have a mover?
Yes.
Moved by Kevin, second by Alana. All in favor? Thank you.
Stand by, please.
Okay.